The Federal Executive Council (FEC) has approved the sum of 1.535 trillion naira for the construction and rehabilitation of 11 roads across the country. The construction will be enabled under the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) tax credit scheme. Speaking on Wednesday after the council meeting, Babatunde Fashola, the Minister of Works and Housing, said over 1.5 trillion naira would be spent on some major roads in Nigeria, totaling over 700 kilometers linking 11 states.
The approval for the construction and rehabilitation of 11 federal roads, totaling 737.242 kilometers in the sum of 1,535,154,247,224 naira and 48 kobo under phase 2 of the NNPC tax credit scheme. You will recall that in January this year, I presented a memo that Council approved for NNPC to invest 1.9 trillion in our roads. In that 1.9 trillion, there were then about 44 roads that had been awarded. They were under contract. So that was done. So the balance of that 1.9 trillion, so it's not a new one. The balance of that 1.9 trillion, roads that had not then been awarded, that had to go through procurement between that January and now, which has now been completed, are these 11 that have now been approved by Council under that global figure.
On his part, Clem Agba, Minister of State, Budget and National Planning, said the Council approved the Nigeria Customs Service Modernization Project, also known as e-Customs, while the approval comes despite a court order restraining the federal government from going on with the initiative. The minister also said he was not aware of any court order.
The Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning presented a couple of memos this afternoon to the Federal Executive Council for which approvals were obtained. The first one, which is the approval for the award of contract for the procurement of one number Cessna Caravan aircraft AX208B by the Nigerian Customs. And this was in favor of Messrs. Worldwide Skypath Services Limited in conjunction with Afric Air Inc., the authorized distributor of Cessna aircraft in Africa. And it's in the sum of 3,447,442,710 naira, inclusive of 7.5% VAT. This is with a delivery period of 12 months. This aircraft is an addition to the current fleet in the customs service, and it is aimed towards combating smuggling and intelligence gathering for suppressing smuggling activities, and also to provide area surveillance and reconnaissance for the customs across our borders.